Yeah.
So technically, this name actually makes a lot of sense because no filter, if you don't have a spam filter on your email, all your junk mail will go to your inbox. And then you'll have to put it physically into the garbage. Time. Welcome to No Filter, guys, slash junk mail is what we're calling today, I guess, because we're going to answer all your questions about the show Garbage Time that you tweeted at me. No, you tweeted them at the new Garbage Time Twitter account, which I hope you're all following. It doesn't have a blue check mark yet, but I think we'll get there.
Oh.
I can verify it, and I'm verified, so it's two-step verification. All right, so let's jump right in and answer some questions. First question we've got is from Mike Wasserson, who said, how do you plan on dealing with the new brutal work commute from the old set to the new one? Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I've got to walk a total of 0 steps, which is great because I stopped wearing my Fitbit. Yeah, so we are filming the TV show in the same studio, and yes, it's a very small closet, but it's going to get completely redone. We're going to get rid of, it's going to change. I don't know if this might be red instead of blue. I don't know, we might get crazy with it. It won't get any bigger, but it will look different. So get excited about that, because I sure am. All right, moving on. Next question is from Matthew, who said, what Fox channel is Garbage Time going to be on? I'm flattered you thought you had to ask. It's going to be on Fox Sports 1. John said, you keep saying that Garbage Time airs 3 hours earlier on the West Coast. Does that mean it's going to be live? Good question. No, it's not. I don't know why it's airing 9:30 here and 6:30 there because I don't know how TV works. But that's just how it is. March 15th, Sunday, and every Sunday after that, in perpetuity, 9:30 p.m. on the East Coast, 6:30 on the West Coast. But to answer your question, John, not live. Kip Sang said, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Mad Men, what are you doing? Hashtag Sunday nights, hashtag 9:30. What I'm doing is making a television program. Again, I'm not sure if you guys are under the impression that when someone says, hey, we're going to give you a TV show, I get to say, Sundays, 9:30. I'm thrilled to be on a television set. It's fantastic. This is the time that I have. So, I mean, I feel like it's not awful of me to suggest that maybe we all employ a DVR. I think it's like 10 extra bucks a month depending on your cable provider. Maybe we could set up a Kickstarter for you. You need 10 people to give you $1. And I believe in you. I think you can do it. Adnan asked, will there be any way for international viewers to watch Garbage Time? I gotta say, Adnan, I'm not sure if you'll get it in jail. Also, how are you tweeting? I feel like maybe instead of making the phone call to Sarah this week, he tweeted at me, which is fantastic, and I feel like I should have to answer you. We got a couple questions like this. Someone else asked, you live in Canada, is it going to be available here? And then another guy said, I don't have Fox Sports 1 in my dorm, what do I do? Really exciting news. I think we're the first show on Fox Sports 1 to be able to do this, but full episodes of Garbage Time will be available online at foxsports.com, which is fantastic. Also, on the same YouTube channel I have now, so this one that you're probably watching this on, we're going to post extras from the show. We're going to post clips from the craziest, most fun things we did, and we're also going to probably do some exclusive web content that'll live here as well. So don't unsubscribe. That's mean. So Kevin asks, are you still going to do No Filter? So this is sort of a piggyback on the other questions about the stuff being available online. So it's kind of a weird answer. No is the original answer because it's not going to be called No Filter anymore. Because like I said, we're, what's constructioning? That's a verb. We're constructioning the studio, so it's going to look completely different. So like this won't be here. But we are going to do a weekly video on Wednesdays where we talk about the show that was the week before, the show that's upcoming. We do a lot of like viewer interaction stuff. That'll be here every Wednesday, plus, like I said, all the original contents and stuff. So we're not going to be calling it No Filter. So I think I'll leave that to the children on Instagram who post pictures without using a filter. They can have that now. We're going to move on to Garbage, which is a much stronger brand. Which actually brings me to a question from Lacey Noonan, who you may know is the author of A Gronking to Remember. Lacey said, holy smokes, Garbage Time is the best name for a sports show ever. Holy smokes is a close second. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you for getting it. There are a lot of people out there who don't get it. Not just the old guys who work for newspapers, but a lot of people were like, don't you find it offensive they named your show Garbage Time? And I'll tell you why I don't. I named my show Garbage Time. And I was actually pretty proud of it. If you think about it, it makes the most sense. Garbage Time is when the people with like little experience get to play. And I'm not Katie Couric. It's Katie Nolan. It says it right here for another week. Garbage Time is perfect. It sums up everything. It's happening on Sunday. It's happening when the week is already over. But it's still going to be really fun, enjoyable to watch. And it's going to be time to see people you wouldn't normally see shine, which I think is really fantastic. So let's get into the show format. Albert asked, will the show be similar in format to The Daily Show with Katie Nolan being the host and her having correspondence? Kind of. I mean, we're going for a similar vibe because it's like comedy mixed with news, but we don't have the budget to hire correspondents. What are those? We are going to do something that I'm really excited about that's sort of blending podcasts with TV. There's going to be a part of the show where we're going to have people who are in the industry, whether it's journalists, bloggers, people that you follow on Twitter that you think are really funny, are going to come and chat with me about the stories of the day or the stories of the week. So that should be super interesting because you're going to see a lot of people that aren't normally on TV or through this medium kind of just having a very laid-back conversation where you don't feel like you have to say, I feel this way, well, I feel this way. Instead, we're both just like, I don't really know how I feel, and we talk things out, which I think is going to be really interesting to watch. So I look forward to that. MG Bonko said, you asked a lot of questions, so I'm gonna knock them off one by one. Studio audience? We don't know. The room's really small. We would love to have one because we want to get the energy going in here, but we're going to have to figure out how to fit lots of people into a shoebox. Live broadcast, I answered that already. No, it's pre-taped. If not, when do you shoot? We shoot throughout the week, but mainly it's going to be on Sundays. New York or LA? This one I thought everybody would know, but it turns out people seem to think I'm moving. New York, staying in New York. Screw Kale. And lastly, have the producers seen No Filter? They have. All two of them have been here for most of the time. So yeah, I think they know what they're getting themselves into. Somehow we still got them to agree to do it, which is pretty great. Mason Daly asked, what type of vibe are you going for? Very similar to No Filter. Laid back, funny, but if there's a serious topic, we're gonna cover it because people don't seem to realize you can be funny but also have a smart opinion. I don't know, people seem to think you have to be one thing. It's unfortunate. This show takes place in a corner, but I'm not going to back myself into one. Can you write that down? That's really good. We should put that on a press release. Jordan Lee said, any cameos from past CGW panel members on the show? That would be great, Jordan, wouldn't it? What a great idea. They're not answering my phone calls. Regis, someone should check on him. I don't know where he's at, and he's up there in the age. DAM asked, how long until Rob Ryan gets booked? Help? If anybody out there knows him, put in a good word for your girl. I mean, I just bought a brand new sticker and everything. It's tough, right? Because he's important. He's based in New Orleans, and his room's real small. So we may have to film that elsewhere. Deo asked, how can we help promote the show? Tweet about it. Tweet about it. Tell all your friends. Get out there, make some new friends. Tell those people. Leave your television on Fox Sports 1 every Sunday at 9:30 or 6:30 if you're on the West Coast. Even if you're in the other room watching Game of Thrones, set the DVR and then also just leave the TV on. Who's it going to hurt, really? You know what you could do? You just tell everybody, hey, you hear about that Des Bryant video? It's going to air episode 1 of Garbage Time with Katie Nolan on Fox Sports 1. Is it true? I mean, what's define true? Might we? Maybe. I'll work on it, but you do your part. Bizarro Zahn said, are you worried? I mean, a little bit. That was a bad Mike Francesa voice. I promise I'll work on it. I'm nervous. It's going to be a TV show all by myself. The last time I did one of these shows, there were like 5 other people I could blame. Now it's just me. So yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I also think I have a great team of great people working with me. I think we're going to really make something fun. Is it scary that most sports comedy hybrid television shows were canceled right away? Of course. Of course it is. But like, why not try, right? Why not give it a shot? Right in this vein of positivity, Paul said, looking forward to Garbage Time. The show's probably going to be canceled after its first month, but I still think Katie Nolan is hilarious. Thank you, Paul. Luckily, I think Fox has already paid for like at least 5 episodes, so that's like a month and a half. So keep the faith. And Just Me said, now that you're big time, have you started making extravagant demands? You know, I'm trying to keep my feet on the ground. I don't want to get ahead of myself and start to think like I'm a huge celebrity. Our Keurig broke about 3 weeks ago, and yesterday I did say, hey guys, you think we could get a new coffee maker, please? Pretty bad, right? Diva! But, you know, hopefully we can get that coffee maker. So I think that answers most of the questions anybody had. I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head you guys would need to know. But as always, you can tweet at me at Katie Nolan or now at Garbage Time. Somebody runs it. Somebody runs that. I don't know if that's my job. We'll figure it out. Make sure to keep tweeting your questions. No filter, like I said, today is the last no filter. And now for the next 2 weeks, we've got to get out of this studio because it's going to be under construction, so we won't be posting anything like this. But we are going to try to get some content up just to keep you guys really excited about the show. We're going to try to maybe put up some behind-the-scenes promo stuff, whatever. But other than that, we will see you guys on March 15th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Garbage Time with Katie Nolan on television. What the and I'll do my part. I'll keep working on that Des Bryant video. Bye. Thank you, guys.